Showing you a radical, and it's record cold, high of 29. It's nearly 30 degrees below normal here. I hope that Weber State's not as cold. Of course, they're not in this building. This is an extremely important video for all you Fukushimers, because it's 11 years today. What's going on in Ukraine. So, playing in Boise, it was 75 just a few days ago. Record heat to record cold, abnormal. So this is important. Get out of the wind. Try. Fuck, it is cold, cold, cold. I hope Weber's not that cold. So the irony, Weber State playing Montana again? Always. 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 So, the Wattis curse, as I called it. Exactly 12 years ago today, on this date, Damian Lillard, Kevin Blanch on the play-by-play, doing the call. Up by 20 points, 40-20 against Montana, their nemesis. How come they get Montana every year? Oh, they lost. All this incredible talent, including the great Jerry Carding on this floor. Jerry Carding never got to play in a tournament. Up by 7 points. He was a freshman. Jeremy Sieglin, Joe Ballenboy, Scotty Bamforth, Damian Barry, Damian Lillard's cousin, the incredible, the great Jerry Carding. If they'd have won tournament, Jerry Carding would be fucking tearing them apart in the NBA. He's going to get his second ring over there in Eastern Europe. He's putting up 30 a game. He's the best player that ever fucking played here. There's no doubt in my mind, and I know. Oh, do I know? So why Montana? I go back to Arnie Farron. Arnie Farron's from here. Ogden High School. Yeah, that Arnie Farron. He's alive and well. National championships, NBA freaking rings. He was head of the NCAA committee. We got all the NCAA tournament games in here. I watched Jason Kidd's last high school game in Sacramento. I watched his last college game when the Cheeseheads knocked them out of the tournament. I watched Jimmy Valvano cut down the knees when they knocked Virginia out of the tournament. So, the great Dylan Jones on Weber State's team, he's in the top 10 in double-doubles and rebound. He's a freshman. He would be a sophomore. COVID protocols made this year all screwy. So, why do they get Montana again? Every fucking year. Why did Utah get Kentucky every single year? Arnie Farron and the Kentucky guy, it went back that feud. They'd match them together because Kentucky hated Utah and vice versa. So, Montana, freaking Weber. I mean, you cannot make it up. So, a year ago, Weber gets knocked out in that bullshit tournament they have in the Big Sky tournament, where they don't even give the home team the home field, but it's ridiculous. Weber came roaring back. I talked to Dylan Jones just right as they got home. Fuck, he was fired up, man. He's intense, but what a rivalry. They played 2:30 today. What is the odds? So this is the Wattis curse, as I call it. As you know, I call it the Wattis curse. Why? General Electric merged with Utah Construction in the biggest corporate merger in world history. Now, Utah Construction, E.O. Wattis, when he died just days after getting the contract to build Hoover Dam, Utah Construction, that's who built up the entire nuclear industry, Chalk River included. All of them. Bazillionaires. But the D family, Thomas D was the biggest shareholder. That's why I said, became probably the greatest philanthropist family in the, well, really one person, his daughter, Elizabeth D. shot that's her, the football stadium. The D Hospital that I just had lunch with my twin sister. Damian Lillard's got twins, but he's all into his crown. From Dick Motta's hard hats to crowns, we retired Dick Motta. Why not Wat Masaka? Why haven't we retired Wat Masaka? Why he first player of color in the history of the NBA? You think for Vern Scott, you go back to Vern Gardner. He taught high school at freaking Bonneville High School. Everybody around here knows. He didn't have no fucking crown. Dick Motta didn't have no crown. Phil Johnson didn't have a crown. Ronald Baglin didn't have no crown. So, this rivalry is intense. To the day that Fukushima happened, to that moment the year before. I was out, we went to Wendover, the NCAA tournament on that time, and I was protesting the Energy Solutions dump site, bringing the Italian nuclear waste in here. This university is the greatest war profiteering university in anything. Fucking the Brownings, the Wattis, World War I, World War II, Black Hand. You don't think this curse is real? This team, Weber State Athletics, has lost more heartbreaking big games than the Utah Jazz. How about Ruben Nemhart, the front end 1-1 when they had freaking Georgetown and Allen Iverson beat to go to the Sweet 16. I was up in Seattle. I had freaking breakfast with Thompson when he fired freaking Coach of Bagelin when Noel Jackson missed the free throw to beat Haslam and Haslam's still playing in the NBA. That team was that good. Weber State, oh fuck. Who knows how far they got? Harold Arsenault, how great of a player. Eddie Gill, You know, I talked to Eddie this year and I said, you know, your all-time free throw leading percentage got passed. By who? I said, Lillard. Why didn't Lillard have the ball in his hand the whole time when they were away? He never missed a free throw. This rivalry is intense, and I can't believe they're meeting again. But I got to say this because I don't think these Weber State players forgot that loss last year. Oh, it burned them. This rivalry is so intense that, but even if they win, they got to play again. Oh, look at this windstorm. Weber State lately, the shots just won't fall. These rims have been harder than algebra. And so, go Weber. You know, let's see what happens. Don't be Coca-Cola. You know, they can do this. I mean, how the fuck is it North Montana? Against Damian Lillard, Anthony Johnson. I take it back, he did miss, I think, one shot, but he got the putback on it. He said years later, what happened? I had an out-of-body experience. Lillard had a poor game in that game. You know, they would have got a big tournament because they won the Bracket Buster game. They got a Bracket Buster that year. They get no love in the Big Sky tournament, or in the NCAA tournament. The last time a team in the Big Sky won an NCAA tournament, they only get 15. It should have been Arizona with Joe Ball, boy. Jeremy Sieglin, freaking Scotty Bamforth. I mean, what? Jimmy Barry, what fucking talent has been on this floor? Randy Ray's boot camp. You know, Jerry Carty. So, speaking of Bonneville High School, Kyle Bollinger coaches them. They got upset. I talked to one of the players. My little granddaughter says, oh, God, she's friends with his little sister. And says, oh, God, he wouldn't come out of his room for 3 days. He's a hell of a player here. Got a lot of great fucking players in this arena over the years. So, Fukushima is 11 years old almost to the moment. Aren't doves for peace? What's that I can hear? Oh, there they are. Dead middle of winter, low temperatures. Where's spring gone? Abby normal. Go Weber. The Big Sky hasn't won a fucking tournament game since '99. Oh no, I think Montana won in 2002. I think. It was around, well, it was way back then. It was Krastoviak coach then. They get blown out, as a matter of fact. They're not even close, including Weber. Since Randy Ray's been here, they've been to the tournament 3 times. Drilled, and I mean drilled. Early, let's get out of the gate, Weber. Oh, nice. Nice. The old Ogden Airport, huh? What a beautiful gym that fucking thing used to be. AKA used to be. The Purple Palace is a gem, but GE. The Wattis has built the nuclear industry. I'm in the belly of the beast. The Wattis curse. Think about football. What happens there? I did the main game in the end zone, almost froze to death full of cancer. I get no love here. I'm blackballed here. Me and Fama K. Brody and Wat Masaka. And don't ever forget about Trevon Smith. All-time leading rusher in the history of this fucking school. That's saying a lot. Won't mention his fucking name. Beat to death in a fucking jail cell on born on 4th of July. I did the play-by-play, and I'm like, damn it, show him how to shoot a half quarter on his alumni. Knocked it out on 8:24. What, Kobe? Oh, break it. Stay tuned.